Hello everyone, I am Nagendra and welcome you back to my YouTube channel ProTU Adda. Guys, today we will start Python libraries. In this chapter, the topics we are going to cover today are what is library, module. In module we will come to know about Python standard library, NumPy, SciPy, Twitter, Matplotlib. Then further we will discuss about the structure of a Python module, and even though we will come to know importing modules in a Python program. These topics we are going to cover today. For this, proceed. Till now, if you have not subscribed my channel, then do subscribe and press the notification buttons too. And don't forget to like if this video is going to be beneficial for you. Okay, let's proceed the very first topic for today. Now, let's start our chapter. And the very first question which stuck on your mind is what? What is library or what is module? Let's come up. See, what is library? If you are thinking that what is a library, then in book you will get a definition that a library refers to a collection of modules that together cater to a specific type of a needs or applications. Now, what is module? Then you have to know module here. A Python module is a file, .py file, containing variables, definitions, statements and functions related to a particular task. Is it clear? No, na? I know. After reading a definition, you all will be more confused. So better, let me come up on an easy step. Think, why we need library? Why we need modules? As you have read many of the books, like storybook, your course book and many more books you have read. One important thing you have noticed there, that what is common in all? Tell? Confused? Don't be. Yeah, in all the books you must have observed that all the books have a chapters and all the chapters may have limited pages. So here, if a complete book I will be giving without a chapter, then what you will be doing with this? You will be hassle. You will feel that what to do and what to not. So here the author or the publisher company, what they do, they break apart and then simply one chapter will be giving you a knowledge for a particular topic and another will be giving for another. In the same way in programming language, what we do, we divide a big task on a smaller part and we give a name module. Means a module is what? A module is also a Python file, simply .py files. What it contains? It contains variables. As you know that a program must contain a variable. It contains definition also, and if you want, then you may add statement, you may add functions and many more you can add. After adding, what we can do and why we add? This all question comes in your mind. Let me tell you. Think about that. If you have to do some calculations and you are going to use operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, these operators, every time you are using an operator and again you have to use the same operator again and again, means not a single operator, all the mathematical functions you want to recall again, on that time again you have to use operator again and again. So better, why don't we combine all the things on one file? Is it possible? Yeah, we can make a complete module for this and we can store them. Many of predefined modules are being stored already in Python, which I will be explaining today, and you can create your own modules also. How? See, before I'm telling how to create a module, let me clarify that why these modules we are going to use, what are these modules, how to import this. So here till now you must have come to know that what is modules, and when we combine module, it convert on library. Now read the definition again. A library refers to a collection of modules And modules are what? A simply Python file containing variables, statement, functions, etc. And that together cater to specific type of needs of application. Means when we are going for a program, if we need, then we can import these all libraries. How to import, I will be telling. Till now, you must know what are the libraries available in Python. The very first thing I am going to tell you here is Python standard library. This library is what? A standard library. Means this library contains some of the modules. What modules it may contain are math module, CMath module, random module, statistics modules and URL module. What these are? When you talk about a library, you all know that the library may contain module or may not also, but if we have to function it in our program, then it may have a module. Some of the modules are this. Why we use math module? When we have to go for mathematical calculation, and CMath module when we have to go for complex mathematical calculation, we have to go for C module. Random module, it generates pseudo random numbers. Statistics module to generate in statistics report. URL module, if you want your program may contain a link to be connected with URL, then we have to prefer URL module. So these all are modules and this all will be found within which library? Python standard library. Many more library we are having, like NumPy. NumPy is a library. Why we use? We use for an advanced maths functioning, and we prefer it as an array when we have to program it. SciPy is used, or it offers algorithm and mathematical tools for a scientific calculation. Then what is Twitter library? Twitter library offers us to design GUI interface. We all know that graphical user interface is widely demanded. So to create this type of interface, we have to prefer Twitter library. What is Matplotlib library? When we have to give a quality output in numerous format, on data we have to prefer Matplotlib library. So here, these all are the library names which already have stored where? On our Python. What to do? We have to import them. How to import? We will come to know. And how to use? We will come to know. How to create our own. These all we will come to know on our further lectures. Let's talk about the structure of a Python module. A Python module may contain much more than just functions, and it always have a normal file. Just like when we talk about XYZ module, that means it is what? xyz.py file. Simply, this file may contains numerous objects. They are docstring, variable and constants, classes, objects, statement and functions. When we talk about a docstring, what this? This is what a triple quoted comments, and it is used for a documentation purpose, and it is the very first string stored inside a module. Variables and constant, we all know that it is labels for a data. Classes are the templates or a blueprint. Objects are the instance of a class. Statement are the instructions, and functions are the named group of instructions. But what we have to know is that when we talk about the Python module, we have preloaded modules available in Python, and these preloaded modules will be termed as standard library modules, which I have discussed. And we can create our own module also. How to create and how to import, we will come to know. Our next topic is importing modules in a Python program. To import modules, some of the words we have to use, and it should be possible in two criteria. We can import entire modules, or we can import a selected object also. But to import it, we have to follow the certain syntax. If we have to import entire modules in the program, then we have to use the import module command. And when we have to import selected object from a module, then we have to use from module, and then we have to write import here also, but we have to mention object here. Here there are two different criteria. it will be more clear if you will be going deep on this. To use that much of line, if you feel that it is quite typical, then we have one more option for this. We can go for import module alias. As we have know already what is alias, a short name description which we can give for this. For this, what we have to do? We have to use import word here also, module, and then we have to give alias name. Like import we have to use, and then temp conversion already we have used here. What different is this? Here we have used as TC. TC stands for temp conversion, a short form. And how to import it in our file is only what we have to use now. In the place of temp conversion, only we have to use TC. And then to centigrade, whatever is being used here, the same process we have to adopt here also. So by using this, our workspace, our task will be more easier. But you have to remember one thing here, that if we are going to import a module once again, what will happen? Once again means if I have already been imported one of the function or a module and we are going to re-import it, or we are going to reuse on the same origin, then the Python will ignore it. Means once a module is being imported and we are using it, once again if we want to import the same module, then it is not possible. So because their functionality will affect, once we have imported, we have to go only for the same. Now we will be watching for the next part to import, the next way of importing. Now let's start the topic to import entire document. As I told that there are two ways to importing a document, but we are starting the very first one, that is importing entire module. As we all know that import word is used here to import the entire module, or even we have to access even one part, then also we have to use import word. So here in this syntax I have mentioned that import module 1, and then it is being separated by using a comma, module 2, module 3, etc, etc. Here this bracket we have to use. So here you have to keep in the mind that this bracket is only being used over here. Rest all bracket we are not preferring here. Let me show you with an example. Here import word is being used, and time. Time is what here? Time is a module. If we have to access only one module, then we have to mention only one. And if there are two modules or more than two, here I have shown you only two, that is decimal and fraction. What will happen? Now these two modules are being imported in our program and we can access them. What thing we can access? As I have already told that whenever we are importing any of the module, for example the decimal contains variable, constant, functions, all these we can inherit in our program. Like using imported module, for example I have imported one of the module. Like for this a syntax we have to follow, that is what module name followed with dot and then function name, and this process will be known as dot notation. Example I am showing you, import temp conversion. Temp conversion is what here? A module. And if I want to access to centigrade, to centigrade is what? A function which is being stored where? It is being stored on temp conversion, and I want to use that function in my program. Then what to do is, firstly I have to import that module, and that module is mentioned here, followed with a dot operator, and then to centigrade is what? A function. A function call is being used here. So this way we can use any of the function from whatever module we have imported. And this is what I have shown you here, how to import entire module and how to import a single part of that module also. The second topic is importing select object for a module. Means if you want to import a module we are not going to import a whole module, but a single object or more than one object we want to import it. Then by using this syntax it is possible. How? See, from word we have to use, and then we have to mention the module name, and then import word and the object name, whatever we want to import in our file. And then if you want to import more than one, we have to go for this. Let me show you with an example. Like here from is being used, that is what, and the module name is math. and the import word this, and the object name is pi. Simply we have accessed pi in our program. Now here we don't have to use underscore, because we have to mention underscore also if we have to importing a module followed by underscore in top level in bottom level also. But here pi we have used, we don't have to use underscore, and simply we want to print pi, you can simply print pi. You don't have to follow like this math.pi, which I have explained in dot notation. You don't have to prefer this, simply we can go for this also. Now the second is what? It is for single object. If we have multiple object, then simply like this, from math, this is what your module sqrt and pow, two of the functions we are accessing here. Now if you want that to import all the objects of your module, means in module whatever objects are existed, we want to import all. Is it possible? Yeah, it is also possible. We have to use from, then module name, and then simply after import we have to use asterisk sign. Like in example, from is being used, math word, math is what a module, and import is followed with a asterisk sign. So here there are the multiple way for accessing modules, and to clear your concept regarding this, we have to go for a program also. So till now whatever you have watched, this all are the part of your theory part where syntax is being followed. You have to know your syntax, the procedure, what these all are. Now on the next of the video we will come up with the program and how this some of the theory also, so how this will be implemented and how in programs this all will be accessible. So if you feel that these all are helpful for you, and if further more videos will be implemented for you all, if you feel that whatever suggestion you want to give, please comment me, and don't forget to press the notification buttons and subscribe my channel for further more lectures. That's it for today. Thank you. Bye bye. Jai Hind.